Modern society relies on you being weak, addicted, and easily manipulated by cheap dopamine. When you choose to retain your seed, you become a dangerous glitch in the system that can no longer be controlled. The entire global economy is built on the foundation of your lack of impulse control. Corporations spend billions of dollars to keep you in a state of constant hunger for the next distraction. They need you to be addicted to screens, junk food, and endless novelty to keep their profits high. By retaining, you unplug from this cycle and stop being a mindless consumer. A man who controls his most primal urge proves to himself that he can master any other impulse. This level of self-discipline is terrifying to a society that relies on your weakness to function. They want you sedated and passive, not focused and driven. Your ability to say no to your own biology makes you immune to their marketing. When you retain, your testosterone levels stabilize, and your natural aggression transforms into focused ambition. The modern world prefers men who are agreeable and compliant, not men who want to conquer and build. Your newfound drive disrupts the comfortable status quo. You become a force of nature, rather than just another cog in the machine. You will notice that mainstream media constantly promotes promiscuity and instant sexual release as healthy. This is a calculated strategy to keep the male population drained of their vital essence. A drained man has no energy to question authority or fight for his freedom. They want you tired so you never look up from your chains. The retainer possesses a dangerous clarity of mind that allows him to see through social conditioning. You start to recognize the lies and manipulations that have kept you small and obedient for years. This intellectual awakening is the direct result of your brain finally waking up. You are no longer fogged by the chemical crash of daily release. Your energy levels become consistent and high, allowing you to outwork and outlast every competitor in your path. In a workforce filled with burnt-out, caffeine-dependent employees, your natural vitality makes you a threat. You don't need their stimulants to function, and that independence scares the collective. You are operating on a fuel source they cannot sell you. Social engineers understand that sexual energy is the raw fuel for creativity, revolution, and change. By encouraging you to waste it, they ensure you never build anything that could challenge their power structures. Retention conserves this fuel, turning you into a powerful creator. You stop consuming their content and start creating your own legacy. Men who retain often report a significant decrease in anxiety and a massive rise in stoic confidence. Society uses fear and anxiety to herd the masses into compliance and obedience. When you become fearless, their primary tool of control stops working on you. You become impossible to herd because you no longer fear the shepherd. The modern educational and corporate systems are designed to suppress raw masculine energy. They reward sitting still, being quiet, and following orders without question. Retention brings that primal masculinity back to the surface, making you impossible to domesticate. You are a wild animal returning to his nature in a zoo of tamed pets. You become a beacon of uncomfortable truth in a world addicted to comforting lies. Your presence alone challenges other men to look at their own weaknesses and failures. This often provokes envy or hostility from those who are unwilling to change. Do not be surprised when mediocrity tries to drag you down to its level. The system relies on men seeking external validation through status, symbols, debt, and relationships. A retainer finds his validation internally, through his own discipline and connection to the divine. This makes you immune to the social pressure that keeps other men running in the rat race. You no longer need their approval to feel like a man. Your ability to focus for long periods becomes a superpower in this age of digital distraction. While others can't watch a video for 10 seconds without scrolling, you can execute complex plans. This deep work capability allows you to build wealth and influence outside the traditional gatekeepers. You become the master of your own attention, which is the new currency. Relationships change because you are no longer desperate for female approval or cheap intimacy. You approach women from a place of abundance and choice, not scarcity and need. This shifts the power dynamic back in your favor completely. It disrupts the modern narrative that men must beg and pay for attention. The spiritual aspect of retention connects you to a higher purpose beyond material gain. A man with a mission is dangerous because he cannot be bought, bribed, or distracted. You are driven by a vision that transcends the petty entertainment society uses to trap the average male. You are playing a game they do not understand. They fear you because you represent the return of the king. Archetype strong, wise, and benevolent. Modern culture has spent decades deconstructing this archetype to make men easier to rule. You are rebuilding it, brick by brick, With every day you choose discipline over release, you are restoring the order they tried to destroy. Your physical presence commands respect without you having to say a single word. In a room full of slumped, exhausted men, your upright posture and glowing skin stand out. This biological signaling of dominance makes insecure leaders nervous. They sense a natural alpha in their midst, and they know their time is up. The pharmaceutical industry loses a lifetime customer when you take charge of your own health. Retention boosts immunity and mental resilience, reducing your reliance on their pills and treatments. A healthy, self-sufficient man is bad for their business model. They profit from your sickness, but retention brings you health. You begin to value your time more than your money, refusing to trade your life for pennies. This mindset shift often leads retainers to entrepreneurship or freelance freedom. You stop being a wage slave and start becoming the architect of your own financial destiny. You realize that your time is the only non-renewable resource you have. The retainer is often labeled as toxic or extreme by those who do not understand his drive. These labels are shaming tactics used to force you back into the herd of mediocrity. Wear them as badges of honor, proof that you have left the path of least resistance. If you aren't being criticized, you aren't working hard enough. Your emotional stability becomes a rock for those around you. Contrasting with the fragility of modern men, people will instinctively look to you in times of crisis because you are calm. This natural leadership challenges the artificial hierarchy that society tries to impose on us. You lead by nature, not by title. The energy you save is often transmuted into physical strength and athletic dominance. You recover faster and train harder than those who constantly deplete their essence. This physical superiority is a tangible reminder that the modern lifestyle is biologically inferior. You are building a body that is ready for war, while they build bodies for the couch. You will find that you no longer need to numb yourself with alcohol or drugs to escape reality. You are building a life that you don't need to escape from. This sobriety gives you a tactical advantage over a society that is perpetually intoxicated. You are seeing the world with crystal clear vision, while they are seeing double. The creative solutions you bring to problems are original, disruptive, and highly effective. You aren't just regurgitating what you were taught. You are innovating in real time. Innovation threatens established industries, making you a wild card that the establishment cannot predict. You are the variable they didn't account for. Your gaze becomes piercing and steady, unsettling those who are hiding something or lying. It is said that the eyes are the windows to the soul, and yours are wide open. Liars and manipulators cannot stand to look a retainer in the eye for too long. Your truth burns away their deception. By rejecting the hookup culture, you restore the sacredness of sex and relationships. This undermines the commodification of intimacy that drives so much of modern media and advertising. You are proving that connection is worth waiting for. A radical idea in a fast food world. You treat yourself as a prize, not a free sample. You are living proof that biology is not destined. You can transcend your animal instincts. This mastery elevates you closer to the divine and separates you from the beasts. It is the ultimate evolution of man, and it scares those who want to keep us primitive. You are evolving while they are devolving. Real power is built quietly, day by day. If you felt this message, it's time to commit. Subscribe to ManVolt, support the mission with a like, and comment discipline below. Share this with someone who's ready to rise and join our Telegram channel in the description to stay locked in with the Brotherhood. The fear they feel is actually a subconscious recognition of your potential power. They know that if every man did what you are doing, the current power structures would collapse overnight. You are the vanguard of a silent revolution that starts in the body and ends in the world. You are the spark that could light the fire. Stay the course, because the resistance you feel is proof you are moving in the right direction. The world doesn't fear you because you are wrong. They fear you because you are strong. You are becoming the man that history is written about. Do not let them shame you back into weakness. Your attention is an act of war against a system that wants you dead inside. Every day you hold your seed, you are winning a battle for your soul. Keep fighting because the world needs strong men now more than ever. You are the hope that modern society is trying to extinguish.